What's up, guys? So, Loki didn't post over the weekend. It was a little busy. But we did do the server launch. It is public now and joinable. Um, it went smooth. It was pretty fun. I've since then done a lot of bug fixes. For example, with Chain Demon here, he's got a lot of animation issues still and other problems. Same with the normal demons and gripping that have since been fixed. I do have to port that version of the mod out, but everything is here. It's working. The NPCs are placed. The map is still definitely a little lackluster, but it's still pretty fun. You're also able to now craft a Hashranitron because I added a boss who you can kill to get the essence that you need to finally craft. Final selection is working fine. Really hasn't been too many issues beyond just running into NPC issues, which I've since fixed, like I said. If I come over here to Tokyo, it'd be faster for me to just port through here. For example, see this guy's attacking him? That's fixed now. I went through in the mod and I already patched that. The NPCs are way more fluid now. If you port over to Tokyo, you also get these quest givers now, and you see at the top right. I added a mini-map mod. I figured that'd just be easier than me adding in my own mini-map, and so that's just, it's already a really well-made mod, Zero's map. Oh my god. How are these guys over here? Okay, it's a little port over. Yeah, they have a distance now they can travel, and so if they go out distance, they should TP back now as well. There was a small issue with it on this version, but all of them are fixed now on the ported version as well. So you can talk to these guys and get it added to your quest tracker over here, which is awesome. And if I come over here, you can see we got the Marichi Demon and Skylar, who are two new bosses. Skylar is a Slayer boss, and then Marichi is going to be for, us Slayers to fight. He's Dark Thunder, as you can see, he's attacking me in range, so he's trying to attack with his Dark Thunder moves. And if I come over to Skylar, who's further down over here, and this is temporary, he's probably gonna get moved, it's just I don't have a place to put him, so I just put him in an open field for the time being. Skylar should be close to the water trainer, who's along this coastline. I know he had a respawn issue that I've since fixed, but he should be alive in this server right now. Because there was a recent restart, so he should have been. Like, he wasn't respawning himself, he'd respawn a Slayer in his place. Okay, here he is. So yeah, the server restarted, so it should auto-fix that, but... You also see, he still kind of tracked onto me. That's also completely fixed now. They will no longer track onto you. If I anger him, though, he will, obviously, track onto me. So I'll show you this guy can combo. Look at this shit. I'm going to heal myself. And if you're blocking, I'll try going for his Whirlpool as well. So he's got some crazy AI. This guy is, in my opinion, probably the hardest boss in the game right now. But you can still take him down pretty easily. You just gotta be careful to not get caught in his combo, because that's when you're just, like, dead pretty much. So let's see if I can beat him now. He's got a little head start on me. Oh my god, see? If he catches you with that lunge, it's just... It's over, man. Gotta be careful for striking tide as well. Because he will use that to get a combo start on you. Oh, so if you saw with the Marisha team, he had some dialogue. Oh, should I dodge that? I'm dead. I'm never dead. I have commands. You can't do shit to me. Also, check this out. Blocked. And that didn't seem like it was, let me do this again. Big deal. Bang. Instant block. You can block on your ragdoll now, and when you get up blocking. So that means that it's much harder for NPCs to infinite combo you right now. The only way they'd be able to infinite combo you is if they do, like, if there's a group of them. So if you do go against a group, though, you still got to be careful, because they will still try to infinite just M1 you. Because you could perfect block one of them, but then another one's just going to whack you, which is the main problem. Man, that lunge is really just catches me off guard each time. Oh, I have no idea how that went through me, but I'll take it. There we go. Bang, smoked him out. And he's got a quest line that demons can get. Only demons get his quest line, so it's not as much incentive to kill him as a Slayer. But you still do get yen and a good amount of XP. So that's still worthwhile too. Overall, it's been pretty fun server launch. We had around 6 people playing. I had to reduce the view distance, as you can tell. If you've seen before on the server, it was larger. Because too many people on. With a large view distance meant way too many chunks are being loaded. I'm going to remove all the force loaded chunks. If you see a query here, it's a ton, which also adds a lot of lag to the server. It is necessary though, so that these entities, they can respawn themselves and shit like that. But what I've done as a fix is I made it so that each entity now loads its own chunk on itself, and it will remove all the chunks around it, so it'll load a chunk and just keep the one that's inside loaded, and it'll remove anything around, so if it's moving, it doesn't like start loading a shitload of chunks. So it's going to be a way more optimized system as opposed to having all of these loaded. Hopefully it works out. It looks like it's working, no problem. I do have to do a little more checking. Like I said, I'm still working on NPCs and trying to get them fully finished, and they pretty much about are right now. I have to go back and update old NPCs like Chain Demon, though, and Hand Demon, who still have a lot of animation issues. But as for NPCs like the Slayer NPCs and the Marichi Demon and Skylar, those 3 are all completed. So I gotta go back and revisit the old ones to fix their AI. But once I do that, it should be so much more fluid and much more enjoyable to actually fight the NPCs. Because right now, they can be really annoying, especially when you're like getting gripped and there's like a mountain of demons and they just infinitely grip you. And it takes like 3 minutes or some shit like that to die. That's really annoying. It's like, why can't y'all just execute me? Why are you guys attacking each other or multi-gripping me? And yeah, shit like that is fixed, which is awesome. It's really important, in my opinion, for the NPCs to feel good because they're what you're interacting with. Most of the time, you gotta level up. You gotta fight NPCs, you know? You wanna go complete final selection, you're fighting NPCs. So if I, for example, go to a big horde here, they also still don't burn the sunlight. That is also interesting. You see, these guys are all swacking each other, which means I'm not gonna get gripped for a while. Like this guy starts whacking him, he starts whacking him. This is fixed on the mod space. I just have to port that version out, but I'm doing other things, and I plan to do weekly updates instead. So, I might just... This is a really bad bug, so I might just port this out early, though. I'll link the server once again in the description of this video as well. They're literally killing each other now. Okay, they finally got me. But you can see that can take a while, and it's really annoying. You see, get the quest lines up here as well. So it says return to Hayaka. I go talk to her. She's like, oh, you completed final selection. Awesome. And now that's as far as the quest line goes for right now for Slayer, so it automatically updates. It'll keep track. For example, I get Steve's quest here. This dude can get out the way. This guy should just stayed out the way. You can see it stacks here. If I go get the Chain Demon quest, it stacks. And they have an order that they go to, but they won't ever layer on top of each other. I made a cool system like that. So see, his will always just go to the top compared to these two. That's just the order of operations that's set in. It's not of when you got the quest, but it's still a pretty cool system that I'm proud of because it was really easy to add in. And it works very just functionally and fluidly. Apart from that, next update is going to be introducing insects, which you guys have already seen. The guys probably be done with the icons. And then I added an arrow into Mari, so the alternate Blood Demon art that's going to be added is actually going to be Biwa, Nakime. I did a poll on it in the server, and that one was voted in, so I'll be putting that one in next. Only problem with Biwa is there's not really a good reference to run off of, So I'm just gonna have to kind of be creative. I've done a Biwa art before, and you really just can't make it like the anime, because there's really not a good way of doing that. You'd have to do, for example, like the eyes and the hair and then the Infinity Castle. And it's more of a utility based thing then, where pretty much you only get 2 attacks, which would be like a fall damage attack and Infinity Castle. If you can like teleport them to your domain, which is also a lot of work. And can cause a lot of issues too from teleporting people other dimensions. I'd have to do like a fake domain. I can maybe use like a shader renderer and do like a sphere around you. If she does it, something I don't know. I'll have to see how I do it. I haven't bothered making it yet, but I'll be doing that over this week, and it should be out on Saturday. I might not do an update this weekend either. I might do it during the week, just as things are progressing now. It's like I'm kind of just doing the drops on the weekend and then just focusing mostly on that, and then I can do an update midweek when I get time. Anyways, that's about it. Once again, I'd love to see you guys in, get feedback here, bug fixes. You're playing the game, you spot bugs, let me know type thing, because that really helps me out. So that way it could be more fluid for everyone. But that's about all I got. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time.